Heaps of people think that predestination is about the answers to these questions.
Well, does God know that I'm about to do this? Or this? Or this?
Predestination means God chose the people who would go to heaven, and He chose them before the creation of the world. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says He will return on Judgment Day and divide everyone into two groups of people. Then the King will say to those on His right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom, prepared for you since the creation of the world." Most people ask one of two questions about predestination. The first question is, if God chooses some people, does it mean God doesn't choose others? In other words, isn't it unfair if God chooses some people but doesn't choose others? Well, not really, because no one deserves to be saved. So if God chooses to save some people who don't deserve to be saved, but not to save others, it's up to Him. And who are we to question God? The second question people ask about predestination is this: if God chooses, does that mean I don't choose? Do I still have free will? Do I make my own decisions? Or has God already made my decisions for me? To answer this question, we need to look at the Bible, and we need to listen to what happens to Job. Job is an upright man. He fears the Lord, he shuns evil. And one day Satan says to God, "I bet you, God, that if you take everything away that Job has, he'll curse you." And so God allows Job to be tested. And one day a servant comes into Job and says, "The Chaldeans formed 3 raiding parties and swept down on your camels and carried them off." Just so you know, carrying off camels is different to carrying camels. And soon afterwards Job says, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away." Do you see what's happening here? Satan has been allowed to test Job by removing his possessions. The Chaldean tribe are the ones who actually carry them off. But Job later says, "The Lord has taken them away." Satan is acting, the Chaldeans are acting, and God is acting, and they all combine into one event. So there are 3 truths we need to keep in balance. God is sovereign and controls everything. God chose people before the creation of the world. Yet we are responsible for our own decisions. Hold these 3 in balance, and everything makes sense. So that's the conclusion of the matter. God knows what will happen, but we still need to act.
Nipple cripple! Oh.